Hi, how are you today, Erin?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How have things been going in the past week with your parents?
They're going okay. I mean, I'm getting by. I don't know, they just keep on arguing, like, every night, and every time they're around each other. It's just so annoying. Just can't wait to leave. I can't wait to get out of there.
I can tell you don't sound very enthusiastic about any change happening lately. Um, I was thinking that maybe we could go over a plan of maybe if you want to start trying to communicate better with your parents, since I know in the past you've told me that communication is a big issue. You feel like you can't really get your point across to your parents because they don't realize how much their fighting is hurting you. So I was thinking maybe we could decide what you really feel like you want to say to your parents, and maybe you just don't know how to say it. Maybe in the next few weeks you can write things down, or just plan. Sorry, plan what you really feel like you need to say to your parents to make them realize what's going on with you and not just between the two of them. So maybe that could be sort of some of your homework, so you can come back and we can discuss what those things are, and maybe we can work out the best ways to communicate that. And after that, we can maybe see if maybe some family therapy would work. Maybe bringing your parents in one-on-one, like just your mom and you, and then just your dad and you, or both of them at the same time if we think that that might be the best idea. Then maybe we can, I can support you in telling them what you feel like you need to say. Do you feel like you could come up with some things that you feel like you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, I think about it a lot, and I just think, I'm just angry, and I want to say things to them, but I think I let my anger get in my way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm just so frustrated with it that I just, close up and don't want to talk about it. But I think if, we both had them, sitting down and, in the same room with me, I think that it could, potentially affect them and maybe affect them for the better. Because, I just can't wait for them to get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be over.
Mm-hmm. And, sometimes I think parents are kind of weary of getting a divorce because they're afraid that it might negatively affect the kids. And so I'm thinking maybe if you do feel like a divorce would be best for the whole household, including you, maybe we can also communicate that to them, to let them know that maybe you would be affected positively by a divorce instead of still suffering along with their fights. Does that sound like something that do you feel like that?
Yeah, I think it will hurt their feelings a lot to tell them to just get a divorce, but I think it needs to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, I feel like they are trying to act like it's going to negatively affect me, and they don't want to hurt me, but I don't think they get that it's hurting me right now. Them arguing every night is it's affecting me really poorly.
Yeah, I understand that can be very hurtful, and it can negatively affect your life in other aspects as well. So maybe next week when you come back, you can have written down some things that you feel like you want to say as the week goes on, and we can try to figure out what ways you can best communicate those. Instead of going to your anger, you can kind of calm yourself down before the meeting with them, and then we can decide what ways would be best to tell them what you're thinking.
Should I just focus on me and them, or should I bring up things my sister has said to me about it too, or just?
Well, I think that could be helpful as well. So I think we're going to put you first, so you can decide what you think is best to talk to them about. And then if you think that your sister has talked about some really important things as well, you can definitely bring those in. There's no reason you couldn't. So yeah. So then after next week, we can discuss whether or not we want to bring your parents both in, or just one at a time. And then maybe a few times after that, we can decide if we need to continue these meetings, or if we can just not do it every week. it's every other week or every 2 weeks or something like that. We can just see what works best for you, and we can figure that out as we go.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I think I need to face them and tell them how I'm feeling.
That's good. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, or is there anything else that you want to cover in the plan?
Not that I know of. I think I'll write down some things that I want to talk about, because I already have some things that I want to talk
Okay, great.
about.
All right, well, you have a good week, and I will see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.